Welcome back, everybody. Come on, let's go, team. David Joe Liberty Stand, we're here for you. Let's go. What's up,
Woo.
buddy? Tell me what's up. Oh wait, let me tell you. I'm trying to encourage our viewers. We got enough discouragement these days.
You scared me.
Ready?
You scared me a little.
I'm sorry. No, I don't mean it. I'm sorry. Okay, all of our problems stem from a failure to follow the Constitution, of the United States. Of what? Of who? Of where?
It was this
America.
place a long time ago.
Oh, in the history books?
In a far, far place.
Far land.
Yeah.
Far away.
We all used to live. John Wayne used to live there. It was a cool place. Ronald Reagan used to live
America, the beautiful. Are you gonna do?
Do you want the knife or the gun? You want to go? You want me to bleed you out, or do you want to go just right now? What do you want
Well,
to do?
you are my friend,
All right,
so be merciful.
What the hell are we talking about?
The Constitution that we have failure to follow the Constitution.
Oh, of back in America days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry that song threw you off,
Yeah.
or that word. So-
Anyway, no, I'm here.
I threw him off.
No,
Curveball.
you did not. I just.
So are you saying we haven't followed the Constitution very well? Is
We
that what
have
you're
not
saying?
followed this Constitution for over 100 years.
Why not?
Since Teddy Roosevelt. And
Oh, so it's Teddy's fault?
actually, Teddy Roosevelt was the first progressive president, which
We talked about that.
was a
before.
Republican. Anyway, I don't want to go into specifics on it. I want to do a Donald Trump and just do generalities here. Because we want to do a
Quit picking on him.
And,
He's your best friend.
Yeah, I know. I dream about him at
He'd
night.
pay you to shut your mouth. So, I'm sorry.
But,
that wasn't proper.
Anyway,
Because you keep picking on him. No.
the further we get away from the Constitution, which, by the way, if you see me on the street, if anybody sees me on the street, and I always have my bag.
Don't shoot.
It's actually a backpack, but I carry it like a bag. If you see me, I always have a lot of these in here. Come and say, hey, are you that guy from the YouTube and stuff? Yes, I am the guy from the YouTube and stuff.
Everybody recognizes you.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. You go, hey, you're the guy that, can I get a cigarette from? I'm that guy. But anyway, Constitution, the further we get away from that, the worse off we are. We just keep going more and more to anti-capitalism and more into the government taking over everything and less responsibility and well, what was our show before about individuals? You don't have to be an individual. You be in a group, and the government will take care of this group. You just join the group you want to belong into. You want to be in the poor group. You want to be in a minority group. I'm a woman. I'm a whatever. And that takes me back to junior high school. People used to call me a woman, but
Clicks.
because they
Yeah,
saw
clicks.
me throw a basketball.
Oh.
But anyway.
But I think there were like clicks in school.
No,
maybe.
that doesn't really have anything to do with what we're talking about.
I like to throw with curveballs. There's another one.
Can we erase this? No, my point is, the further we get away from the Constitution, the worse off we are as a country. And that's not my opinion. You can look it up on a federal, get on your fancy typing boxes, computers, and look it up. Look at we are less educated, we are less employed, people are, well, I said less educated, but we're all morons. And, I saw one of my good friends, who I consider a brother, which brings us back to one of our other last shows about, friends, men friends. He showed me a movie called Idiocracy. And I think at the beginning it said this is in 50,000 years from now. Now in all fairness, is 6 years ago probably. I don't know when it was. But I said, I'll tell you what, this is 5 years from now. There's no 50,000. It's not 5,000. It's not 500. It's
close.
It's very close. We're almost here now.
What was it about?
Idiocracy. Everybody's a more. It's how okay. In a nutshell, I'll try to do this. All the smart people didn't procreate because it's not the right timing. They actually calculated things out, right? Where all the dumb, idiots who are like, well, I like to do it, and I like to do it, and they just did it, and they had kids, and so the smarter people just stopped having kids, and the dumber people kept having kids. So, and in the meantime, before that, I'm forgetting a very important part. At the time, like a very average guy, somebody like me, somebody like you, do like a C average guy, We're not stupid, but we're not brilliant, We know stuff, but we're not Einstein or anything,
right?
And well, anyway, he was frozen for some reason, and this hooker was frozen. Who
sounds like we're going down a good path.
Well, it was kind of like, what was that movie called, Bob? With Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Sylvester Stallone and
Time Cop or something.
no, where he was frozen and brought back in the future. It was like that, and Sandra Bullock's in it. I love Sandra Bullock's very hot. I love Sandra Bullock, but anyway, what was like that movie? See, I should. No show prep. That's what you get. But anyway, they're brought back, and they're geniuses. This street hooker and this very average guy are geniuses 50,000 years later.
Oh, I see.
Because of all the stupid people procreating and the smart people not. So they took over the world. And it's just a shithole and a lousy. I mean, nobody knows anything. It's the lowest common denominator on everything. It's horrible, and these people seem like geniuses when they got somehow frozen. And they're just normal, regular people from the old, from nowadays. Would be our nowadays. And that is what we got on now. I mean, the president was some retired professional wrestler with a gold tooth.
Oh,
it was terrible.
So let's go back to the Constitution, though. That you're saying we failed to follow the Constitution is the gist of what?
It means we go back into that movie. It means nobody knows the Constitution. Nobody cares about the Constitution. A lot of people that do know about the Constitution, it's some old dusty document that was relevant in one time and it's not in another.
Well,
or it's a living, breathing thing that they didn't know about cars and they didn't know about computers, but the principles and values of that document never changed.
Well, and I think of the Bible and how people are that way about the Bible.
But,
that it's a.
I almost called you Bob.
Well, he is here.
Yeah, he is here, but I don't want Bob to do it. I've asked you to do this before. Do it again for me.
Okay.
This is an example of back in the old dusty days. Read the Fourth Amendment.
The Fourth. Okay.
And just read it.
The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not, is that right? Shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Thank
So
you.
that's applicable today as it
Right.
was
Now,
then. Is that
you know,
what you're saying?
You know when, I was pretty shaken up when
Scalia.
yeah, because he knew that when he knew how to decipher those things,
Uh-huh.
and he knew when how to apply it to now.
Right.
Your computer, if you email somebody, that is the same thing as your paper.
Yeah.
That's from you to Bob. That's from me to Bob. That's from Bob to me or you. That's not to anyone
That's
else. I don't want.
But what you're saying is you can apply that principle.
the principles and values are
today.
the same.
Right.
The technology has
But
changed.
some people want to say that it's an old archaic
they want the
document that
government
doesn't apply.
anything that's expired that no longer matters because that they in their head thinks that.
Yeah.
They want to use that for more power to get. Well,
it's the corruption of man. I think it comes down to. But we're gonna close this out. So wrap it up.
What are we on? 54 minutes now.
Oh yeah, something like that. You want to wrap it? You want to wrap it?
The
Closing
Constitution
thoughts?
means stuff, guys, and
Read it and
TedCruz.org.
know it.
TedCruz.org. TedCruz.org.
There's a theme here. Okay. You guys, we're signing out. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Take care. God bless you.